Hey guys, Jazz back with another video. In this video, we're going to analyze if it's a myth that Luka is graded tougher than most other regular cards, non-Luka. Basically, what it said is like if you're grading a top tier player, like a Patrick Mahomes, Luka, whatever, like to get a 10 right now is really, really hard. And I'm going to analyze it and I'm going to give my reasons why people think that and a little, give a little sense, and then we're gonna get into the numbers to see if it's actually true. Is Luka actually graded tougher than the rest of the market, basically? So I'm gonna try to be really concise, keep these videos a little bit shorter. I'm gonna try to do a little series on these MythBusters. Have a couple videos, thoughts I lined up already. So this is the first one. Try to keep them concise, not to make them 30-minute videos and stuff like that. Make it a little bit more consumable for people to watch. So basically, before we get into the numbers, Luka is people's perception that is graded hard is because recently you mostly getting back nines rather than tens. The if you send in Luka, pretty much you're gonna get a nine. Again, if you have like 30,000 in the pop report, like 30,000 cards already sent to PSA, the cream of the crop has already been sent to PSA. These are mostly crackouts. These are mostly cards that people didn't send in. That was like their like. Let's say you how you evaluate cards. You already sent your star stock A's. Now that is the star stock B piles. So most of those are going to be nines. That's just how it is. Like we're basically sending the rejects of other cards, and most people now, when they send in Luka cards, they're expecting nines because the quality of the cards that are out there right now are lesser. Yeah, there's still some wax being open, but very little. Most of those cards are just recirculating cards that have been passed around, passed around, passed around. And there's a reason they're still around and they haven't been slabbed already is because they're not supposed to be tens. So of course, most of the ones going in now are going to be nines because of the quality of the cards we're now sending. Two is there's a lot of people who are new to the hobby don't really know how to grade very well or what cards will grade well, and they just send anything. It's a Luka card being sent. That's how people feel anyway. So the fact is that in order for Luka for me to feel like Luka is graded harsher, his numbers have to be well under the average, in my opinion, because people are gonna send in any quality of Luka. People will send up a ripped up Luka card. People will send a creased up Luka card. People don't even care. They're just Luka is getting sent to PSA, and that was especially when the costs were like $9, $12, $15 to get cards graded. People just send in no matter what. And again, Luka out of this class, Luka was sent in the most out of everybody. So he's gonna have a lot less quality of cards because he's getting pretty much a majority of his cards sent to PSA. While others, they're sifted through. People will really put the best of the best. That's the only ones they'll send because the ROI is in there. So most people will be like, I think this is a 9 or maybe it's an 8, but like, man, I could probably get a 9 and it'll increase the value. Or maybe I'll get lucky and get a grader who's hung over from last night gives me a 10. So people are gonna, especially if you could say turn a $100, $200 card into $1,000 card, 1,200, whatever that thing was going for 2,000 at one point. So again, people are just gonna send these cards when the quality isn't 10 quality, while other players you're only sending the best of the best. You're sending like BGS 10 caliber cards to PSA of those players because you go only way you're gonna make profit with certain players is by getting a 10 or making any decent profit. So we're gonna get into the numbers. I have a spreadsheet later, and I have all these numbers analyzed. But as you can see, there are 200,000 cards of this set, Prism. His rookies. This is 2018, which is Luka's rookie year. 20K, 200K have been sent, and again, it's a low percentage. There's only 107,000, so it's like around 57%. Again, I have all the numbers broken down later. We're just gonna get it. I'm trying to zoom through this, and when we get the chart up, we'll pull it up. Again, Optic, there's 52K, and only less than 20K are PSA 10s. So you already know that's a really low rate on average for the whole set. You got around 21K for the selects, and around 12K for the PSA 10. So this is the total population. This is every card from this set that gets sent. And again, I'm going to tell you that Concourse is graded tough. As you can see, Curry, they've sent in 9 Curries. Only 9. So again, this is the best of the best of the Curries. And only 9 of them have gotten PSA. Zero have gotten PSA 10. They're all been 9. So again, keep that in mind. I think Concourse is the one that's graded the strongest. They're graded the harshest. And again, I just threw this in there because I'll probably show you this. He's not in the chart, but I'll go over it. If you're sending in 2020 Prism Football, you are getting hammered. Look at this, 845 PSA 10s, 2,000 something. This is like a 33%, not 33, it's probably like 36, 37% gem rate. It's a really low gem rate. And again, we'll go over it. So again, a lot of people believe that Luka is graded tough and they're not giving him no 9s or 10s. But in general, I do also believe that PSA has gotten stricter with their grading. So it's a lot harder, as you can easily see. Even though this set with the borders on each side is, the centering is going to be wonky, and Prism is printing out so many cards that the quality control is very, very bad. And again, most of these cards that they're sending are express orders. So you're sending the top quality, and it's under 40%. That is wild. For a pop report in the beginning to be this bad already, that means when people start sending those other levels of grading, it should be even worse, because this is the top tier quality. If you're sending it express and super express, you should be sending stuff that 90% of the time should be 10s, in my opinion, to justify sending them at those levels. So this is going to be interesting down the road, see how nasty this pop report could actually get for 2020 Prism football. All right, so let's get over to the chart for this, get into the Luka talk. So here's where we get to busting the myth. It's like I said, it was interesting. I saw a video. Somebody was like, Luka's graded really tough and whatnot. So this is just grading him compared to the rest of to the whole set. How does he compare? Prism basketball is graded tough at a 53% gem rate. So again, all the cards submitted, the 200K submitted, is only a 53% gem rate. Luka is 56%. So his percent is higher. And again, Luka's cards, you're sending in lower quality because Luka is the premier guy of the set. He has the most cards being sent. So again, the quality of cards is a lot lower for Luka, yet his is higher than the normal of the whole set. Switch to Optic. Optic is 37% gem rate for every card sent from 2018 Optic. Yet Luka is 42%, 5% higher, even though the quality of cards sent in of Luka is less because they're sending all Luka. So again, it's still higher than the average. If you go to Select, it's 55. Yeah, I told you Concourse is graded tough. So Concourse is the only one of his base cards that's actually less. And again, if you go back to my argument, it should be way less because you're sending in all Luka. Stuff that people know for sure isn't going to get a 10. They still send it in hopes to get a 9 or even miraculously get a 10. Some people just out there, they really don't know what they're doing. And if you go to Select Premier, is 62% compared to 52% for the whole population. And then his court side is 64%. So if you look at these numbers, there is clear as day to me that is a huge myth that Luka is actually graded hard. If you compare him to the same set and every other card in that same set, he's actually graded easier. And I would argue this is even worse because I think he's graded way easier than the set based upon that they're sending in worse condition cards of Luka as opposed to the rest of the set. So, I mean, it's as clear as day. I want to keep these videos kind of concise. Just want to bring you data to, to dispel some of the myths out there. Don't want to make them too long. Don't want to get into big spiels about this and that. I have a few more of these type of videos to dispel some myths out there and, things that are commonly thought in the hobby but are actually not true. So this is just one of them. And like I said, if you go to the Herbert is actually even though his percentages are low, they're still higher than the average of the whole set. Again, because people, and that, I don't think they're graded hard. It's just like when people get those 9s and stuff like that, they get mad or something. But again, you got to realize that most of these cards, the best ones have already been spent, especially for 2018 Luka. Most of his really gradable cards have already been sent. So it's pretty much it. Hopefully you found this informative. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please make sure to leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. Till next time, guys.